Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's your smooth voice in the morning, Fusconed. What's going on, everybody? How are we doing today? Good morning, hello, welcome in. Let's just make sure we clicked all the buttons so that all the things happen on all the channels, because it's crazy out there and it takes too many. Stop it. No, stop trying to make me click things I don't want to click. It's not necessary. Okay, we click this, we click this, we click that, we click this, we click that, this, that, the other thing. I think we clicked them all, chat. I think we clicked them all. It took us a hot minute, but I think I clicked them all. So, fingers crossed. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hello. Welcome in. Hello. Let's see who's here already. Before the stream even began, we had Mainframe and Sirius Black in the house. But first to the stream is Skull Skitter because he clicks faster than anybody else who was napping on the job. Sheesh. Ford Bronco, good morning. Hello. Hi, Fuse. Happy belated birthday. I mean, Fortnitemares IRL. Good morning. Wait, happy belated Halloween, not happy belated birthday. What the heck? Putting words in your mouth that you did not type out. Sheesh. Ashley, good morning. Hello, welcome in. Happy new season day. Very close to the new season day. There's the event in about 8 hours, 54 minutes, and 12 seconds. And then the new event tomorrow, or the new season tomorrow after the servers go down and come back up. Indeed. Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Soul Skitter. Hello, Fusconed is here. What the heckies? What's up, brother? What's up, Sirius Black? Good morning. Hello. Siri Bot even in the house. Jeez. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Okay, everybody can see me, or maybe we can go full screen. How do I get to that? This one? Oh, geez, we gotta update the... What the heck is this music and these overlays and that transition? It's not Halloween anymore. That is long in the past, despite there still being Fortnitemares, apparently. Okay, so anyway, chat, I heard you guys want to hear about what I did, why I had to miss 2 days of stream. Tell me if you want to hear about it. I'll tell you. Only if you want to know, though. If you don't want to know, I don't have to tell you. It's up to you. It's Christmas time. Merry Christmas. Well, yes, I'm happy for that, Ashley. Merry Christmas time. Oh, Ashley wants to hear. Sirius wants to hear. W. Okay, that's 2 people. That's enough. All I need is 2 people, and I'm happy to talk about it. 1 person, not enough, but 2 is plenty. Skull Skitter knows what the secrets. Well, I'm going to tell even more than you know, Skull. I think. I can't remember how much I told you. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? So, as I mentioned last Saturday, I was like, oh, I think I booked a gig. I'm pretty sure I booked a gig for Monday, so I'm going to have to miss stream. And then I ended up missing stream. And then I didn't talk about it, or I didn't, tell anything more about it on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, did I stream Wednesday? I feel like I missed the day because I wasn't, I think I skipped Wednesday because I wasn't feeling very well. And then I ended up learning I was going to miss stream on Thursday, Halloween, Fortnitemares Day, because I booked another gig. And so I told that, I put it in the Discord. I think I even typed it in chat. I don't remember if I said it any other way, but I missed 2 days of streaming this week because of gigs. So what is the gig, you ask? Well, you might think that it has to do with like performing music or doing like a poetry slam or something. Matsky, good morning. Hello, welcome in. But that is not what the gig was about. The gig was that I was a background actor on a brand new TV series being filmed here in Oregon. What? So occasionally they bring TV series and they film them in Oregon, and you have the opportunity to sign up to become an extra or a background actor. And I never really knew about that for the previous ones that had filmed here, but I've lived in Oregon for 17 plus years now. Thank you for the follow. Let's go. Appreciate that. Appreciate you. Lucas, thank you for the follow. So Leverage was filmed in Oregon. The show Grimm was filmed in Oregon. Portlandia was filmed in Oregon. There were some movies that have been filmed here. The Librarians was filmed here. Anyway, so in a couple months ago, I found out that there was a new TV series from Prime Video called Criminal that was going to be filmed here, and it stars the guy that played Jax Teller in Sons of Anarchy. His name is Charlie Hunnam, and it stars the Mother of Dragons, Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones, Emilia Clarke. They're the 2 main stars, but then there's a whole other cast of people, right? Like generally shows have. Filming here in Oregon. And I had signed up a while ago as a potential background actor to be selected to show up on the show. And you know, they had sent me a couple of emails like, hey, are you available this day and that day and that day? And you know, sometimes I was, or I would say I was, and sometimes I knew I wasn't going to be. But then last week, like Friday, I think, they texted me and they're like, hey, we've booked you for Monday. So you need to, like, you know, here's the details. You need to put some outfits together, send us some pictures so that we can approve your looks, blah, blah, blah. And so I got booked on like Friday, but, you know, with it being my first time, I wasn't sure how official the booking was. I wasn't sure if something could change. Like, you know, is it like, oh, maybe the film schedule is off, or maybe they accidentally booked too many people, or I didn't know. That's why I was kind of like tentative about it on Saturday, just because it was my first time. So anyway, Sunday night, let's see. So I went and looked for like outfits, or tried to put together outfits. I can't tell you the details of like what happened in any of the scenes or what part I played. Well, I can't tell you specifics that would reveal like what's going to happen in the show. But I can say, you know, I was on Monday, we were filming outdoors at a, you know, like a on site at a normal building, right? That this was already built. They just took it over and modified it a little bit for filming. And so while I was there, I got to see one of the main actors, Emily. Man, why can't I say her name? Why is that so hard? Emily. Oh gosh, Amelia Clark. So she was in the scene that I was in. And there was a part where they actually had me and another background actor walk from where the camera is, like the first setup of the camera, because I didn't even realize they did multiple setups. Like in hindsight, I was like, oh, duh, that makes sense. But like they did the first setup and they had me and this other background actor, this woman, like walk from under where the camera was to go stand somewhere. That's as much detail as I can tell you. So if they use that angle, there's a good shot that you'll see the back of me walking, and then the rest of the scene happens. I can't tell you about it. Obviously when it comes out, which isn't going to be till next year, you know, we'll talk about it and we'll see how much actually ends up with me in there. So then they have us, all the background actors leave, and they reposition the cameras, and then they bring us all back, and they figure out which ones of us are still worth keeping in the shot, because, you know, some, like when they took the camera from the first position and moved it to the second position, some people are no longer, you know, either the camera's where they were, so obviously those people can't be there anymore, or they just, you know, the new camera angle isn't going to capture those people. So then the people that aren't necessary, they send back to what they call the holding area, and then the rest of us, we act out, you know, we act out the scene again. Miss Chrissy, good morning. Hello, welcome in. We act out the scene again, and then they send us back to holding. So the second scene, or the second, I guess setup maybe is the right word. The second setup, I'm not sure how much you would see me, because it's also sort of like I think they call it advanced into the scene. So like the first start, say that's at 0 seconds, right? And then they call like ready, rolling, sound, background, which is our cue to do something, and then they call action, which is the main actor's cue to do whatever they're going to do. So anyway, they call background. We'll call that 0 seconds from that first setup. Me and the woman, we walk in and go stand where we're supposed to stand. But then for the second setup, they were advancing it like 5 seconds. So we didn't start in our original position. We had to start, you know, effectively 5 seconds in. And then the angles of the camera, because of what they were trying to film, may or may not catch much or any part of us going to our spot. And then the third setup, they still had me there, but I'm really not sure if they'll catch us or not. But anyway, super cool. So that was day one, right? Day one. And, you know, we were there. They told us to be ready to be there for as many as 12 hours, right? It could be a long shoot day. We ended up only being there for about 5 hours. And then I came home, and then I went searching for more jobs because, as most of you know, I got laid off last week. Yeah, last week. And then later that day, or was it the next day? I don't know. They had asked me like, hey, are you available basically the rest of the days this week? Monday was the day we did shooting, and then they had asked, hey, if you're available Tuesday, Wednesday, and or Thursday, just let us know if you're available any of those days. So because I'm laid off, I was like, oh, I'm available all 3 days. Well, they didn't have me come for Tuesday or Wednesday, obviously. But like Wednesday, I think they said, or no, maybe it was Tuesday. They said, hey, we booked you for Thursday. And I was like, shoot, let's go a second time. This could be cool. So the first Monday, I did not see Charlie Hunnam. He's the other kind of like main star everybody would know. If you look up the show, because there's stuff on IMDb and on Wikipedia about who's all acting in it. You can find out who some of the other actors are. I recognize some of them. Other ones I didn't recognize. But the only primary one that I got to film with, or got to be on set with, I guess, was Emilia Clarke. But I mean, if I had to pick of any of them, like, I know her best. Well, I guess I know her and Charlie Hunnam the best, because I did watch all of Sons of Anarchy a couple of times, and I've watched all of Game of Thrones. Anyway, so back to yesterday. So they booked me, I think, on Tuesday night. And then, they tell me the same thing. They're like, hey, for this scene, we're looking for this kind of look. And they send you like a sheet of like example pictures to tell you kind of the style that they're going for. And then they give you like bullet points of like, hey, this kind of stuff. And here's some other details. And then they even give you like a little palette thing of like, hey, here's the color tones. Tones? Color tones? Is tones appropriate for colors? Why do I feel like I can't talk anymore? What the heck? So anyway... good morning, everybody. Sorry, I'm deep in talking about this story. So if I haven't said hi yet, I promise I'll come back and I'll ask you. I'll ask you to remind me if I haven't said hi to you yet this morning. So yesterday was extra. Well, sorry. For one more thing about Monday before I move on, they had us show up at. I think our call time was 6:18 in the morning, which isn't a problem for me because I always, I get up at 4:30 every day. So 6:18 isn't a stretch, but I was so stressed out. Like, I worry about things like, am I going to get a flat tire? Is there going to be a car accident that shuts down the highways? Blah, blah, blah. And so I got up extra. I think I got up at 3 a.m. in order to go do this filming on Monday. And then, basically the first 2 hours, you're sitting around waiting to get the clothes that we brought. Good morning, Sophia Chris. Hi. Good morning. Hello. The clothes that I brought, they always refer to you as in costume. So even if it's your own stuff, if they didn't provide you anything, you're still in costume. So anyway, you have to get your costume approved. Then you have to stop by hair and makeup. And they're separate. You stop by the makeup people and ask if they approve you or if they need to do anything. And then you stop by hair and ask if they approve you or if they need to do anything, which is super awkward the very first time you do that. Because I'm like, I'm a dude. I have a lot of facial hair. I'm not sure what makeup needs to do, but maybe they need to put on some powder so that my cheeks don't shine. I don't know. And then same thing with hair. I'm like, sometimes my hair is a little frizzy. They were very clear, like, make sure your hair is sort of done and dry. Don't show up with wet hair. Which, mine, I towel dry it and then, it kind of finishes drying. I don't use a blow dryer. It takes, like 30 minutes. So I wasn't too worried about it. Anyway, but like that first 2 hours to getting checked in, they check your I-9 paperwork to make sure you're legally authorized to work in the U.S., blah, blah, blah. Spy Crazy, thank you for the 1X rose. Then they, so you sign in, you do your I-9 paperwork, and then you kind of just waiting around in whatever space available. Like where we were at, it was just a spare room in this building that they had rented. Very cold. Spy Crazy, thank you for the rose. You're sitting in just a bunch of folding chairs, and we're waiting around for like 2 hours before they even take us to where the filming is going to be. And then when we're on site, the holding area was basically just some fold-up chairs outside with some of those like picnic tents covering you. And because it was cold, we're in the Pacific Northwest, right? So it's not exactly warm right now, especially if it's raining. They had a bunch of like those propane heaters that are basically like on a dolly. So the bottom of the dolly is the propane tank, and the top of the dolly, there's like a heater welded to it so they can easily just roll them around, stand them up, and turn them on. So standing outside for a long time. Spy Crazy, thank you for the rose. So the next thing is, so that's all Monday. I don't think there's anything else I need to tell about that. So then yesterday, sorry, I've been delaying getting to yesterday. Yesterday, instead of filming at like a building that they rent it out for the day or whatever, they actually took us to like a warehouse that they have converted into a sound stage just for this show. So like, they gave us the address to show up to, and then they shuttle us to the address where the set is. And then you walk into like this big, massive industrial building that from the outside, other than like the grip and lighting trucks and like food trucks and, kind of stuff you need to have on a set, you wouldn't know that there was anything special happening in there because the scenes were actually constructed, like built inside this big warehouse. And like, I can't even describe it better than a warehouse. It's not like a warehouse where they would just store product to be, distributed or whatever. It's like, there was like these big, massive cranes, kind of like if you've ever seen the Port Authority where they bring big cargo containers off of ships. There's massive cranes. It was something kind of like that, cranes inside this big warehouse building. I don't know if they unload trucks or if they load up train cars or whatever. Thank you for the gift, Bye Crazy. So anyway, that building, they've converted, well, they've leased it, and then inside they had built buildings. Like the set that we were on, I can't even tell you what the set was of, but it was a building that they built inside, and like when you walk inside it, you have no idea you're not in an actual building. It's that detailed, that intricate, that well lit and decorated and atmosphere, like crazy. So anyway, we arrive on set. Yesterday the day was, I think technically like 11 or 11 and a half hours we were there. Again, there's a lot of waiting time. When we first arrived, we were in this parking lot that was separate from where the soundstage was. I'm just going to keep calling the warehouse the soundstage because that's what they kept calling it to us. So that's what's in my mind. So we go to this other place. We park because there's a lot of parking, and then they have a tent that's like, kind of like a carnival tent kind of thing. Thank you for the rose. They set it out. They built, they constructed this tent, and inside they have all of their costume, because they did have some costume items that they had some people wear. They never changed any of my stuff. I don't know if they didn't have my size or they just liked what I brought. But they, I didn't have to borrow any of their costume items. So it's supposed to be a different look. They've described a different look from the scene on Monday, but I brought all the stuff from Monday because it wasn't that different. It was just a little different. And they ended up having me wear one of my looks from Monday that I didn't wear on Monday. And then again, I checked in with hair and makeup, and they didn't do any changes. But this time there was actually breakfast, so I got to go over and have some nice breakfast. There was some biscuits and gravy, there was some sausage links, there was some eggs, there was some grits, there was some hash browns, there was fruit, there was pastries. You could even get eggs cooked to order. Like a nice little fancy spread for being a little, as an extra, you basically make minimum wage. In Oregon, that's like 15 or 16 bucks an hour. So not fancy pay, but fancy experience and fancy food. So we got breakfast. Again, we're there about 2 hours. And this time there's a whole bunch more people. That's what I forgot. Monday, there was like 20 of us. Yesterday, the first group of us, there was like 45 or 50 of us. They're all getting checked in. Some of us had slightly different roles, but we're all in the same set, so it doesn't really mean anything different. So 2 hours at the check-in place, then they shuttle us over to where the soundstage is. We go inside, and like I said, yo, Mr. Moontang, thank you for the follow, the subscription. I appreciate you. So where the set is, the soundstage is, like I said, because it's this big industrial kind of warehouse thing, they have storage for all their props and things there. Thank you for the rose. They have parts of it where they're doing construction and painting and like building set items. Props, I guess is probably the right word. And then there's some area where there's just a big open space and there's stacks of folding chairs again. So as we all get there, they're like, grab a chair, have a seat. They set up some like little electric heaters. Thank you for the rose. They set up these heaters, and then 45, 50 of us are kind of just sitting around waiting. So then so it's probably, I think it's one of the production assistants, like the lowest dude on the production team is the guy that's in charge of running around all of the extras. But then one of the, like, I guess he's an assistant director, comes over, and then he kind of tells us like what to expect for the day. So on that first day, we only filmed one scene, And like I said, it took, a total of 5 hours, including all the 2-hour waiting at the start and transport. And we didn't get lunch because we braked early. Today, he told us we were going to be filming probably until 5. And our call time was like 5:48 a.m. So the plan was to be there about 12 hours. And so he's like, okay, for this first scene, here's what's going to happen. We're only going to need about 10 people. It's a pretty short scene. Again, I can't tell you guys the details. And then we're going to break from that. Then the second scene is our longest scene, and there's going to be like 3 minutes of dialogue, and we'll need everybody for that. And then our third scene, we're actually bringing in another 20 extras, background actors, same difference, that was going to come after, like, at lunchtime, because they needed even more people to fit in this one, this on set. And for, they needed more because of what happens, happens between kind of scene 2 and scene 3 that we're filming. So for scene 1, I didn't get chosen. They kind of, just ended up choosing basically the 10 or 11 people that were closest to walking over to the set. And so I didn't get to be in that one, but that actually I think worked to my advantage, because I didn't have those 11 people in the second scene, if I remember right. Or at least if they were in there, I couldn't tell. Because they brought all the rest of us that weren't in the first scene, they brought us to set for the second scene. So the first scene, happens, whatever. I'm definitely not in whatever that scene is. So then second scene, right, that takes them 45 minutes, and again, they, apparently every single time they shoot the scene and then they move the cameras to get different angles, because, generally like when you're shooting a scene, like you'll see it from different angles, right? It's not all the cameras set up and filming the one take. It's like they film the take. If they're happy with that take, then they reset up the cameras and then they refilm that same scene from different angles. That gets really interesting. I find it super fascinating, Chad. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super interested into like what happens behind the scenes and how films get made and shows get made, etc. So, they finished with that, and now they're like, okay, we're gonna do scene 2. Oh, sorry, the one more thing. So when we were doing costume on Monday, they told us to bring 3 looks, and they only had us use 1. On yesterday, they told us to bring 3 looks, and then when we went to check in with costume, they told us you're going to be doing scene, look change, costume changes. So here's your first look. Here's what we're changing about that for your second look, and here's what we're changing about that for your third look. I was fortunate; I got to keep the same pants and shoes on, but I had to change my shirt and jacket and things between my looks. And then I only ended up wearing 2 looks because I wasn't in all 3 scenes. So fast forward back to scene 2 again. In scene 2, 3-minute scene where the actors are having a lot of dialogue. They end up sitting me and a woman next to where the 5 actors are doing their dialogue, like right next to them. Like not like there's tables, right? They're at one table, I'm at a different table, but it's the table next to them. So pretty good chances that whichever angles they use, you should be able to see me and my face, not just the back of me, like from Monday is what all I'm guessing you'll see. So it should be pretty good. They even came over like at one point and had to adjust part of my costume because they're like, oh, that doesn't look right on camera. And so clearly if they're adjusting it and it's on camera, presumably I'm going to be seen, right? So the funny part, again, can't tell you what the scene was about, but the funny part was during this 3 minutes, we have to look like we're, in the scene and doing what you would do in that scene. It's so hard not to say what I'm not allowed to say. But so it's called pantomiming. I've heard that term before, but never really connected what it meant. A lot of people just call it miming, but you're pantomiming. Basically, you're having a conversation or talking or interacting or doing actions, taking a sip of this or whatever, without making any noise because, right, they need to capture the actors' lines. They don't need to capture us mumbling, right? So if you haven't ever done that before, where it mattered, you know, you might have like mimicked somebody, or you might have done it as a joke, or, you know, whatever. If you've ever had to do that kind of on the spot, especially when you're really confident that the camera's going to see you in some aspect, it's a lot harder than you might think it is. You're just like, oh, you're pretending to talk. That's no big deal. Anybody can do that. That's not. It's really nerve-wracking because you don't know what you're trying to say. You don't know what the other person that you're, you know, conversing with, you don't know what they're trying to say. And then my mind, I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but like, I'm this guy that always wants to do a really good job. So, the whole time I'm thinking, okay, like I want to not be a problem. I want to do a good job. And then I don't want to look at like an idiot if I end up getting seen on camera. And I don't want to be disruptive to, like, I don't want to hold them up. I don't want them to be like, okay, we have to reshoot that perfect scene because this idiot over here doesn't know how to pretend to talk to somebody. So I'm like overthinking it, and I'm like, okay, the way a normal conversation works is, you know, one person talks for, you know, I don't know, 20 or 30 words, and then another person will respond to that with, you know, 5 words or 10 words or 20 or 30 words or maybe 50 words if they have a long response. And then, you know, it kind of goes back and forth. There's a little bit of this ping pong, and there's variation. You know, sometimes you're going to interrupt each other. Sometimes you're both going to talk, you know, I'm not overthinking it, but I'm definitely like, what should it look like if this were an actual conversation? But we didn't talk about it ahead of time. We weren't like, okay, I'm going to start and I'm going to be talking about a baseball game, and you're going to be responding to my comments and thoughts and questions about a baseball game. Instead, they're just like, okay, let's do a rehearsal. And, you know, they call background, and then we're supposed to start conversing. And then, of course, you're not supposed to be stiff and be like, okay, so I went to the like, you kind of have a tendency to freeze up, because if you're not actually talking, you don't sort of naturally have your normal, you know, like when you're using your hands and making gestures and stuff. That's a pretty natural thing when you're actually conversing. But if you're not actually conversing, if you're just pretending to converse with somebody, you don't know what to do with your hands. Especially for the first few couple practices or rehearsals. And we can't like pause, and me and this woman, we can't like make up a story and kind of talk it through so that we know what to expect. We just have to start doing it. So it's super tough, like stressful. But I feel like I kind of have a knack for it, because the first couple of times I was like, oh, you know, but I was like thinking through it and like coming up with, oh, I think I kind of know what I should be doing. And like, I have an idea of what it should look like. You know, it should look like a conversation, but like, how do you make it look like a conversation when it's not actually a conversation? And so I started coming up with bits of stories that I was going to tell. And so like the first one, when they called background, which is right before they called action for the actual actors, I started pantomiming and saying, hey, so I'm not talking, but I'm going to talk so you guys understand obviously what I'm saying, but I'm pantomiming this to her. I'm saying, hey, this guy ran into my caddy with his motorcycle and it upset me. So I knocked him off and then I punched him. And so like, if I know what I'm trying to say and I'm just not actually saying it, I'm just miming it, then I can make the relatively, you know, sensible gestures to go along with that. And so I would be like, hey, this guy, he ran into my car, I pushed him off and then I punched him. Like, that makes sense. And so I do that, but because she doesn't know what I'm saying, this might be the hardest part of it all. Was I think because I did like this gesture, she thought I was meaning like, hey, let's get out of here, or we're gonna go that way, or something like that, because her response to me was like, no, I'm gonna go this way, you're gonna go that way, and then somebody else goes that like, and I'm like, I can pretty clearly in that example tell what she's trying to pantomime, but it doesn't make sense with what I said, which isn't as big of a problem. But she was having the hardest time not smiling Which, you know, anytime you're in a thing where you're supposed to be serious, it makes it harder to be serious. And then when somebody else is failing at, or nearly failing at being serious, it makes it even harder on you to just try and maintain being serious. So, and she did that every time, but even when they cut scene, like, we could kind of lean in and whisper a little bit, but there was already so many of the other background actors that were having to be told, like, hey, quiet on set, background, we need you to not be talking right now, whatever, that I wasn't going to be a problem child. So, like, we would kind of lean in and whisper, but I didn't want to talk. I didn't think I'd had time to tell her, like, here's what my plan is. And because I had done it on Monday, and so I had a little bit of insight into what the process was, and she hadn't done it yet, I was trying to give her helpful hints of, like, hey, this person's the director, this person is the first assistant director, these other people are doing this, oh, the cameras are here, you know, make sure you don't look in it. Like, not trying to be Mr. Know-It-All or bossy or anything like that, but just trying to clue her in, because this was definitely more of a stressful experience than Monday. And because I had a little bit of insight, I was just trying to kind of give her some details so that she felt more comfortable. Because she, you know, she was telling me how she was nervous and anyway. So that was the first story I was trying to say, and she always responded with talking about these directions, which was cracking me up. And so then finally, I decided that I was like, you know, when we were actually shooting, when she would do that, I would pantomime back and say, no. Again, not talking, but I'm talking so you guys understand. No, I'm not talking about directions. Why are you always talking about directions? You witnessed this guy on a motorcycle hit my car, and I pushed him off and punched him. So I would, like, kind of retell the story, because it doesn't matter what you say. It just needs to look natural and kind of energetic. Basically not stiff. So even if I told the same story 20 times in one scene, it wouldn't matter as long as the camera wasn't focused on me enough that they could tell I was being repetitive. That's my thoughts anyway. So I would reiterate the story to her, and then, you know, sometimes all she would do would just nod or shrug her shoulders, and I would be like, well, frick, that's not anything for me to work with. What? I need a little bit of back and forth play. And, you know, again, especially the first few times, I'm like on the fly trying to come up with something to talk about. And so then what was the next story I told? I think, oh shoot. Oh yeah. So another main one. I don't remember if this is the exact next one, but another main one, because I'm trying to come up with things to pantomime that I can coordinate like hand gestures with. And so I decided to talk about robbing a bank, and I'm like, okay, because the name of the show is Criminal, and it's about, like, the criminal underworld or whatever. I can say that much because that's on IMDb and Wikipedia and stuff. So anyway, so I come up, this next story I come up with is, okay, next weekend we're going to rob a bank. I am going to take out teller number 1, teller number 2, and teller number 3. You're going to take out the 4th person. Then we're going to get out. I can't remember if I said get out of there or we're going to scram or whatever. And then I said, you know, we'll get the $1 million and we'll split it 50-50. And so, like, there's a lot of kind of sensible hand gestures that go with that story. So I felt pretty confident in that. I can't remember how she responded to that particular one. But, you know, sometimes she had a little bit to say, and other times it was very kind of minimal reactions, and then I would have to pick it up again. I guess that it wasn't terrible, because I'm pretty sure from the camera angles that I was going to be on screen more than she was, because of the actors being at the table behind her. Obviously, the cameras are, of course, focused on them, but I think the angles are primarily just going to show the back of her head, so it wasn't a big deal of what she was saying, unless it just looks unnatural that I'm, like, all I do is talk. Like I'm streaming. So then what was another story? There were, because it was Halloween, which was funny too, because I kind of forgot yesterday morning when I got up at 3 a.m. and had to be on set by 5:30 a.m. That I kind of forgot that it was Halloween until we got to set and we were in that tent I described. And then at one point somebody walked by in a Pikachu costume, and I was like, oh, it's cold out. that makes sense. Like, it didn't, the first thought was not, oh, it's Halloween. The first thought was, oh, she's wearing a onesie because it's cold. And then somebody put on like the Monster Mash or something on a, you know, music on a boombox or whatever. And then I was like, oh, it's Halloween. I'm such an idiot. Okay, sorry. Back to the main part of the story that's gone on forever. So another thing I was talking about, because it was Halloween, I was like, oh, my kids, they went trick-or-treating, and then they got, for some reason I did like this to indicate like a full-size candy bar. This is my hand gesture, which I hope that doesn't end up on scene, because I'm not sure how that makes sense. But anyway, I talked about, you know, my kids going trick-or-treating and getting full-size candy bars. Another time, I complained about my beverage. Another time, I talked about shooting pool. Another time, I asked her about if she quit smoking. Like, whatever nonsensical stuff. But like, after a few takes, and we did this scene, I think, for close to 2 hours, including the different setups of the cameras. I got more into it. And so after we were done with that scene, at some point it came up and I was like, you know, how are you feeling comfortable? And she's like, oh, I'm great as long as you're the person I'm pantomiming with. And I'm like, well, yeah, it's great for you because I'm having to do most of the work. But it could have been a bad experience with her. So I'm grateful that it wasn't. And I'm not trying to like, put her down. It was just sort of funny how our different perspectives and mindsets of, you know, she was totally comfortable with very short responses, and I was like terrified of short responses, because the worst thing you want is for both of you to be sort of like writer's blocked and not know what to pantomime next. So you're just staring at each other and like looking around and hoping the scene is over or something. But anyway, that was kind of her response, and I was like, hey, well, I'm glad you're feeling comfortable. That's good. But the other setups for this scene, so where we were sitting, the first setup, there was kind of like a camera 20 feet away looking like towards the tables. We were at the table next to the main actors, so feels like that's a pretty good chance that, you know, you should be able to see me. The second setup was closer up to the actors, so I'm not they still had us there and doing all of our normal thing, but I'm not sure if you'll be able to see us. I'm pretty sure you won't. Like, you might see the back of, you know, this woman's head. I didn't even ever get her name, I don't think. That's why I just keep calling her this woman. And then the third scene, they actually, like, the wall that was next to our mutual tables, they removed the wall and like shot the camera from, you know, where the wall would have been at the actor's table. So again, they still had us there, but I don't think you would see us, because I'm pretty sure they were just going for close-ups during the scene. But that was super cool. Like, when we first went in there, I had no idea the wall was removable, but it was. And then the other kind of interesting thing is that in order to maintain the lighting, they put up like temporary lights that mimicked what the lights would have been from the lights that were on the wall that they took away. So that was kind of interesting. I never would have like put that together, but that makes sense. Like, if from one angle you see, you know, kind of a brighter light on the back of somebody's head, but then when you come from another angle and you're closer to the back of their head and there's no more light there, that's going to look, you know, disjointed. So that was really interesting. But yeah, 3-minute scene. There was some mess ups. Like, one of the actors got couldn't remember a line or got confused that when their line was supposed to be said, so they, you know, had to cut for that. And then another one, there was a cue that was like a cue for one of the actors to do something that the director, the assistant director, or somebody missed giving them that cue, so they had to reshoot it. So we had to do a couple of retakes, but for the most part, like, a lot of them were just like one take and done. Other than obviously like doing a new setup for the cameras. So that was scene number 2. That took like 2 hours, and then we did a break for lunch. So this time, you know, not only did we get breakfast that morning, which was really good, they shuttled us over to yet another warehouse they had rented, where they had the food. Like, the people that provide food is called craft services. They also provide like drinks and snacks and whatever. Minimal snacks and drinks for the extras. Like, we get basically like a 4 foot by 8 foot table that there was some Halloween candy. There was some animal crackers. There was some Rice Krispie treats from Costco. There was some, Costco branded Chewy protein bar things. There was a carafe of coffee. They did have one kind of sugar, but no cream. I don't drink it with cream, so it didn't matter to me, but some lady wouldn't have it because there was no cream. She was super annoying, by the way, and looked like Cruella de Vil, by the way. Not in costume, just like that is her look. They didn't dress her up as Cruella de Vil. That is just who she is. They had some bags of weird kind of chips, or maybe it was popcorn. I don't know. I didn't take one, so I didn't look that closely. But that's kind of the snacks that you get as an extra. For Heinz, and for foresight, for any of you that decide to do this as your career. So anyway, that's the end of scene 2. So then we break to lunch. Lunch was amazing. All of us, the actors, the actual actors, the crew, and then the extras, we all have lunch from the same setup. The actors weren't there when we had lunch, but apparently one of the other girls that was there with us yesterday had been there the day before, and she did get to eat with the actors, or like ended up sitting next to one of the actors. I don't remember if she said they interacted, but like they were there at the same time. Yesterday they weren't. I think they broke for lunch sooner and probably just finished before we got there. But anyway, the spread was amazing. It's like big, massive buffet table style, and there was steak, there was chicken, there was, I think another white meat that wasn't turkey. I don't know. Maybe lamb. I don't know. Lamb isn't white. I don't know. Maybe it was salmon. There was something that I couldn't identify what it was, but it looked fancy. But because I don't eat seafood, I didn't take it. But I had some chicken, some steak. There was like an enchilada thing. There was potatoes. There was green beans. There was carrots. There was a whole thing set up for salad. There was a whole thing set up for gyros, whatever you call them. Everybody calls them different. There was some desserts that weren't super expansive. So I think I had like a cookie. And then they had lemonade and water and maybe iced tea. Yeah, but it was like, I was surprised. It was a really fancy setup. I mean, shoot, just to even have steak there seemed like, dang, that's pretty good. So we broke, I think we took an hour for lunch, but they only called it a 30-minute meal break. As far as not getting paid. But while we were at lunch, I had an opportunity to talk to the woman who I was pantomiming with in the scene, and it was my first opportunity. Like, okay, sorry, I'll back up 1 second. When they would reset up the cameras, right, they would have all the extras go back to holding. They reset up the cameras in the new setup, and then we would come back. I specifically chose not to talk to her about what I was trying to pantomime because I didn't want it to mess us up. For her to try to change things and respond to me, or maybe she would think like, oh, he's saying that part and it's funny now, and then she would laugh and I would laugh, and that wouldn't work. So I chose not to try and develop it anymore between setups. But once we got to lunch and I knew we were done with that scene, then I was like, okay, so do you know what I was trying to pantomime? And I don't even think I really gave her a chance to answer, not like rudely, but I was just like, I was laughing about it. And so asking her was kind of rhetorical. I was like, okay, every time we started the scene, I would be trying to tell you that, hey, this guy ran into my caddy with his motorcycle. I pushed him off the back and I punched him, and I would mimic the hand motions so that like she could make the visual connection in addition to like trying to, read my lips through my mustache and beard. And then, she didn't know that that's what I was saying. And I said, well, clearly, your response to that was talking about directions of which way each of us were going to go. And then I told her, I was like, I was trying to say, no, I'm not talking about directions. I'm saying you witnessed this guy run into my caddy with his motorcycle. I pushed him off and I punched him. And so we got a kick out of that. And then some of the other extras were sitting around us and they were kind of laughing about it. And I was telling her about, the smoking, which she did know that I was asking her, like, didn't you quit smoking? And she told me that, she specifically was choosing sometimes to say yes and no, and she wasn't sure. And then like, why would you say, if I ask you, didn't you quit smoking, and you say you're not sure, And that's what I thought she was responding, but I didn't know she knew the question I was asking. So I was like, what do you mean? How do you not know if you quit smoking? Like, that was my genuine sort of pantomime reaction, which was funny. And then telling her about the Halloween candy and shooting pool and the bank robbery. Anyway, it was just sort of fun to kind of like reveal the secrets of what I was trying to pantomime, and then kind of give her the impression that I was befuddled by her responses, which made sense because she didn't know what I was pantomiming. Easy. I'm going to be on for about another hour and a half. I have a doctor's appointment I have to leave for before 9. It's 7:10 right now. So then we finish up lunch. We come back, and now these 20 additional extras are now... Oh, no, sorry. They actually showed up before we were done with the second scene. So they showed up, and then we all went to lunch, including them, because everybody breaks for lunch at the same time, basically. So then we come back from lunch, and there's all these new people, and like, for all the time that we were on break and like in holding and waiting to, you know, be told that we're needed on set, you kind of sort of mingle with the same people, right? There was this one guy who was also with, he also filmed on Monday, and so him and I kind of talked. You know, we met up during costume at the very beginning of the day yesterday, and talked some. You know, he has a couple of kids, and he wasn't sure if he was going to be back to take them trick-or-treating, but he was okay with that because he didn't want to do it in the rain, and his wife and his mother-in-law and his mother, they were all going to go, blah, blah, blah. And he like sells collectibles, and, you know, he used to work for like one of those junk, you know, not like 1-800-GOT-JUNK, but a company like that. They would go pick up people's junk, and he talked about all this cool stuff that, you know, they found and kept because people didn't want it and whatever. So I talked to him a lot, on and off throughout the day. And then there was the woman who sat across from me. She's like a software engineering manager. Like, I know people's jobs, I don't know their names. So she was a software engineering manager. There was a woman that worked at a bank. There was a woman that's a graduate student doing cybersecurity. And then there was another woman who was a reporter for like some online news agency on the East Coast, because she said, oh, it's past 5 East Coast time, I'm off work, even though she wasn't really working because she was acting or background acting that day. So those are the people I hung around a lot, and some of it was just because that they were near the heater. So if you wanted to warm up, like, there was 5 heaters for 45 plus people, and then it became like 65 plus people. So I ended up hanging around them most of the time. So when all the new people were there, I was like, oh, who are these new people? And, you know, oh, you know, now like they're sitting amongst all of us, and so it's like you kind of had to move around to keep talking to the same people you were talking to before. Anyway, minor insignificant details. So the third scene, all of these are set in the same, you know, building that they constructed in this warehouse. In the third scene, at first when I got taken in, where I was positioned, because you know, you come in and they tell you, okay, we want you to go here, you to go here, you 4 to go here, whatever. The place they put me, there was like, I was sitting down. There was another older guy with a big long beard, not as long as mine, but he had a good beard. Game recognized game. So he was kind of next to me, but in front of me from where the camera was. And then there was another person standing in front of him, in front of where the camera was. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I think I'm on camera on Monday. I'm pretty confident I'm on camera for scene 2. It looks like I'm probably not going to be on camera for scene 3. And this is the last scene of the day yesterday. It's like, you know, 2 o'clock at this time or something. Or 1:30, 2 o'clock at this point. So it's like, okay, you know, it's fine. Like, there's lots of us here. There's probably other people that haven't been on camera. They'll get a chance. That's cool. I was kind of chill about it. But, you know, there is a little disappointment. Like, you're doing this so that you hope, one, you kind of want to see the behind the scenes kind of stuff. And then 2, you're kind of hoping, you know, that you'll be on camera, and whenever the show comes out, you'll get to see yourself, or, you know, you can show your friends, or I can show stream or whatever. So I was kind of resigned to it, a little disappointed, but, you know, largely understanding of it. So they do the first, so I'm at this table with 4 people. Like I said, the other guy with the beard, much older guy, he's probably in his 80s, would be my guess. And then there's another guy standing next to him, and then there's the camera past that person that's standing. Well, the people opposite the table of us, they're told to kind of get up and mingle with this other group of 3 or 4 people. Well, sorry. One guy was a black guy. He was told to get up and go ahead and mingle with these other group of people. Well, there was a white guy sitting next to the black guy, and he just decided to, on his own, to get up and kind of mingle as well for the shot. And I'm sort of, you guys probably know I'm a pretty rule follower kind of person. Not like to the nth degree, but I'm pretty like stay in your lane, follow the rules, do the things you're asked to do, don't be a pain in the butt, don't cause problems. And so the white guy kind of deciding on his own that he's going to get up and mingle, sort of. I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. I wouldn't do that. I don't know. He shouldn't, kind of that's my mindset. I'm just going to chill in my chair because that's what they told me to do. So I think they filmed this first take, the first setup of the cameras. And the other thing that bothered me about the white guy and the black guy was they were kind of goofing off a lot of the time. And it's like they've already all day they've been telling, hey, background, can you quiet down, please? Quiet on set, quiet background, we need you to not talk while we work this, and because they're constantly having to do it, obviously that means that, background is naturally, they're excited and giddy and, trying to chit chat, and then it ends up getting too loud, whatever. Not the biggest deal. But then if this black guy and this white guy, they're kind of like more joking around than even trying to be, productive or trying to figure out the scene or whatever. And I'm just like, oh God, I wish I wasn't at this table with these guys, because like I'm close enough that I'm going to get in trouble because they're going to get in trouble kind of thing. And there was a person on, again, another thing from Monday. There was one of the background actors who like busted open a Tupperware container that had noodles and something in it, but it was a very aromatic leftover meal. And if you know anything about anything of having a job or working around other people, less so much in school, unless like you were actually during a class or something, but like on a job, the one cardinal rule is you don't bring smelly food. You just don't. Like a lot of workplaces have like a sticker by the microwave that's like, do not microwave your fish, right? Because microwaved fish is like the worst smell in the world. Even if you like fish, and I don't, but even if you like fish, nobody wants to be like inundated with the smell of microwaved fish. What this lady had wasn't fish, but it might as well. It was just as bad. It wasn't even microwaved. It was just like contained in this Tupperware, waiting for the unfreshness genie to explode. So she opens this thing, she starts stirring around, and all of us are kind of giving her this like side eye, like, what are you doing? No, this is a cardinal sin. You do not do that. And we're in this room that's like maybe 30 by 30, and there's 30 of us in there, and then some makeup people and, everything. So one guy told me that he heard that she was invited to not, or specifically told not to come back, or like, they reached out to the background agency and said, hey, don't bring this person back, because that's like a faux pas. You don't do that. So anyway, same kind of thing. You're like, don't put yourself in a position where they're going to make sure you don't get a chance to come back. And I thought these guys that are making, kind of goofing off, that's what they were doing. Nobody ended up talking to them, and it ended up, not being a big deal, but like my anxiousness and panic was setting in. So this scene, they filmed the first scene. These guys are kind of getting up, and like there was too many people trying to mingle that to me it didn't look natural, but I'm hoping, and I'm sort of assuming it wasn't on camera, because the director, she's there like watching a screen of what the camera sees so that she can decide if that's exactly how she wants the take to go, etc. So whatever, like they were like bumping into each other, and half of the bearded guy next to me, he was super stiff. He didn't really pantomime at all. Even when we weren't filming and he tried to say something, he talked so soft you couldn't hear him. I was like having to lean in, and I couldn't hear him at all. So anyway, so that take is done, and like I said, I was pretty confident I wasn't going to be seen. Maybe you might see like a smidge of my head between like the guy in front of me and the guy in front of him, but you would never know it was me. So then we leave while they set up the second camera angle. And then the second camera angle, they're kind of doing a pan around, like say this is the actor. This is Amelia Clark. She's the actress in this one. they set up the camera here, and it's basically doing a 360 without going the full 360 degrees around her. And so they bring us back in, and only like half of the people, because the other half was on the side that was gonna not be seen by the camera. So they bring in us, the half of us in, including me. They have us go back to our positions, but then this time they have us standing instead of sitting. So me, the bearded guy, and then the guy in front of him. But because we're all standing and I'm not I'm not sitting, there's a little bit of a chance that they'll get to see me. And then I guess they talked about it while they were resetting up the cameras. The director, like the main person, the top honcho, is this black lady. I think they were calling her D. She had decided she wanted like a bro hug for two of the people to do a bro hug. And so like one of the assistant directors came over and, tells me and this older bearded guy, like, hey, I want you guys to do a bro hug after, this thing happens. And then I want you guys to do a bro hug. And, like, not the bro hug where you kind of like do one of these numbers, but like a side hug kind of bro hug thing. They were calling it a bro hug, whatever. And so while the camera is panning around, they end up kind of repositioning us so that you can see us kind of do this bro hug thing. And so I'm like, oh, sweet. Actually, maybe I am actually going to be in this scene. If they keep this pan around thing, then, they're having us do this bro hug because they want it on camera. Which, again, super funny because this guy is not really, the older bearded gentleman, not really acting. He's kind of stiff. And, so when I do the bro hug, the drink that he's holding ends up spilling a little bit. It's sort of funny. But first funny part that happens here is when the director, they do the first take, and then the director says, oh, I want you guys to move over here because, we'll see you better. I guess because we both had beards and he's clearly older, she's like, oh, you guys are kind of, at first she was, you're bros. And she was like, no, you're more like a father-son kind of thing. In reality, it's probably, this is the one thing the bearded guy said that was, I could actually hear. He's like, I'm surprised she didn't say granddad and grandson because of the, the age difference. So that was kind of funny. But she had us said, okay, we're going to do this part. And then on your cue, you guys are going to kind of move over towards this. And then you're going to do the bro hug here. So that's kind of instrumental for this next thing I'm gonna tell you. So that's setup number 2. So now I'm excited. Oh, I'm probably gonna be in this scene. Obviously in the background, probably not in focus, but should be able to see me well enough to know that I'm there. So they have us leave again, and then they set up the third camera setup, bring us back in, and again we go back to kind of our first places. And then this first take of this scene is funny because they end up, the camera's kind of like facing near, like we're on one side of Emilia Clarke. The camera is looking at something on the other side of her to start out with. And then as the scene, a few seconds of the scene, it like turns to her, and then like whatever, it's obviously focused on her. But so in this scene, the director doesn't really walk us through it. Again, this black lady named D doesn't really walk us through it ahead of time. They kind of say, okay, this is what's going to happen, but they don't tell us all the detail. And so while they're in the process of doing the take, filming, sometimes they'll call out things, and like they're calling out a cue I mentioned from the first scene of yesterday that I was in. I mentioned that there was one of the actors, they forgot to call his cue at the right time, and so they had to do a retake. Well, so they go to call something out in the middle of filming, which isn't unusual, but this was something they hadn't set anybody up for ahead of time. And so while they're doing the take, they're rolling. She's like, okay, I need somebody over there to hug. And she was meaning like, we're kind of sort of standing in groups of 2. And she was intending for just one kind of group of 2 to do a bro hug, kind of like what me and the bearded guy did in the previous setup of this scene. But without fail, like 5 different groups of 2 people all hug. And so while of course we couldn't see what it looked like on camera, but she could, she just goes to like, well, I didn't mean everybody, and just like everybody on the crew, every background actor, every primary actor just starts busting up laughing, because in the scene, it would be the most ridiculous thing for the camera to suddenly see like 5 different groups of people all kind of do a side hug at the same time, and in more or less in unison. And so it was a super great bloopers moment. I have no idea if we'll ever see it, but it was really funny to sort of be part of it and to be around all the people that were laughing about it. And then it's one of the main actors, but it's somebody I've never seen before. They have acted before. I just didn't know who they were. He kind of comes in and he's still sort of, I mean, this is only sort of like a few seconds later, but he's still laughing about it and kind of looks over at all the 5 groups of us. And he's like, if you could have only seen it from my perspective, which caused us to sort of laugh again. So then again, sort of immediately thereafter, the director Dee comes over and she's like, okay, how about it just be my bro hug guys from the previous setup? You guys be the ones to do the hug in that moment. Nobody else hug. We just want one hug. And so we reshoot the scene, and then, you know, it's just him and I doing our bro hug again on cue. And then I think they had to shoot it one more time because the camera like bumped into something, and so it wasn't totally smooth. But I wish I could see a blooper, because that was super funny, and it was like it's sort of a calming moment. I mean, nobody's really stressed out. You know, the director's super relaxed, even though they were having to constantly tell background to like quiet down. You know, nobody was getting in trouble for it. There was even earlier in the first scene that I was in yesterday where somebody's phone went off, and they were very clear with all the extras over and over again, don't bring your phones in. So I don't think it was one of us. I think it was actually the camera guy, because at one point I like saw him pull out his phone. He could have just been checking to make sure that it was off, but it could have also been his that went off. But anyway, even though it wasn't a super stressful situation, like that was just made it so much even more relaxed than it was. Yeah, and then so that was it. So at that point it's like, I don't know, 3:30 or 4 in the afternoon, and then, you know, we have to get out and then wait for the shuttles, or go put away all the chairs and, you know, gather all of our stuff together, and then wait for the shuttles and get shuttled back to our car. And then we, you know, people that had stuff from the costume department had to return it, and we all had to check out to make sure they knew our end time, and then drive home. But yeah, so it was like a 12, I think I got paid for 10.7 hours, and then the 30-minute unpaid lunch part, and then, you know, the driving. But it was a long day yesterday, but super, super fun. Yeah, Amelia Clark, she was in all of the scenes that I was in. The one on Monday and then the 2 yesterday, she was in all of them. So super cool. Yeah, Clarica, sorry. You'll have to rewind the VOD for like the last, oh my gosh, it's been an hour. Sheesh. The last hour I tell the whole details, Clarica, so you might have to respond or rewatch the VOD to see that. I know I've missed like a million questions. So chat, if I haven't said hi to you, please let me know. I'm so sorry. I did not expect that to take an hour. I was just figured I'd be like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, something. But good morning. Hello. Let's see. I saw Cheech in here. I saw Mr. Obex, but he might be lurking. Good morning. Hello. Welcome in. Sofa Chris. I think I said hi to you, but good morning. Hello. Welcome in. Ghost. Good morning. Who else is Extinct Ultimate? Good morning. Clariqua. Good morning. Melissa, good morning. James, good morning. Sarah 7 King, good morning. Real D Rich, good morning. Hello. Monkey Bread, good morning. Let's see, who else am I missing here? If I haven't said hi to you, put a 1 in chat. TJG, good morning. Hello. Yeah, so super cool experience. Basically, the recap is, chat, I was able to be a background actor on a new show called Criminal that is based on a comic book series. And it's coming out on Prime Video in like March next year. It stars Amelia Clark, who is the mother of dragons, Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones, and it also stars Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy. He was Jax Teller. I didn't see him at all. He was not in any of the scenes, but saw Amelia Clark several times. In fact, that second scene, I'm basically looking at the table with all the actors, so I was kind of staring, you know, not staring at her, but like she was in my line of sight for where I was supposed to be looking. For like 2 hours during that scene. Then there was other actors who I didn't really know. I looked them up and they've had other work. They weren't as recognizable to me. You're gonna steal every scene with that beard. They did use me a lot. Like, they kept putting me in places that I should, like, I would be floored if they end up cutting out the parts that I was in. Because they didn't do a bunch of takes. They didn't do other takes that didn't have, that had different extras in them. So it should be pretty much guaranteed from what I understand anyway. Yeah, so it was super fun. The way I got into it was I had heard on the news a couple months ago that this new, show was going to be filming and that they were looking for people to sign up as background actors. You didn't need any experience. They basically just need people that, that are going to fill the room or fill the scene and make it look natural. The scene wouldn't look natural if there weren't people in it. So, it's a minimum wage job. I think we were getting paid like $16 an hour. Yeah, so you just signed up, like on the sign up website. You had to take some photos of yourself. You had to put in like your height and your weight. And, I don't even remember if they asked for your age, but they had to have like some details about you so that they could kind of pick which ones made sense for whatever scene they were going to shoot. And because it's like, the show's called Criminal, and so it's about the criminal underworld. I've kind of got to look for that, the long unkempt beard, and even with the long hair and, sort of salt and pepper look. I felt like there was a good chance. There was a bunch of times that they texted me like, hey, tell us if you're available this day or not. And I was like, yes. I think I had said yes, maybe to 6 or 7 different days, but only ended up getting called for these 2 so far. But as far as I understand, either they're doing a break after next week or they're done after next week. That part was unclear. So I don't know if I'll get to do any more. There's a chance I could get to do some next week. It's all whether or not they, basically send me a text and ask me if I'm available. And then if they send me a follow-up text that says, okay, you're booked. Yeah, Shmik, with Oregon, like, they have a higher minimum wage than the federal minimum wage. And why it's so high here, I mean, it's a Democrat state. That's probably why, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, so that was the gigs that I had to miss. I mean, I'm not rolling in the dough. It's not going to make up for the fact that I got laid off and that I'm looking for jobs. But it was like a fun experience that I would never not want to do. In fact, when Grimm was filmed here, if you guys know the show Grimm, I think it was like 5 or 6 seasons long, and it was filmed like 10 years ago or something. One of the main actors, the black guy who was the main actor, I can't remember his name. He actually worked out at the kettlebell gym I went to. So I got to see him and kind of sort of meet him. We sort of chit-chatted in between sets or whatever. But I didn't know you could sign up to be an extra, and so if I did know, I would have. So but I did know somebody who actually was an extra there, but she was like trying to become an actual actress. So I never thought like, oh, how do I sign up? Because I thought it was just part of like being an actor. First you had to do kind of these menial no-name roles, and then maybe you get discovered or whatever. So I never even thought to ask. But she was an extra in Grimm, and maybe I would have had a chance. But anyway, now I'm an extra in Criminal. What's up, Craig? Good morning. Hello, welcome in. We got to get bearded background guy trending on Twitter so they make you a regular. That's awesome. Hey, Mainframe, I know you can't hear me, but hopefully you can see the captions. You should go and rewatch the first hour of the VOD. I told everything about what I texted you about. What's up, Norman? Good morning. Hello, welcome in. Okay, so we'll load up into a game. Now we'll actually do some Fortnite, because I actually I have a physical. I have to go see my doctor and get a physical at 9. So we have just under an hour and a half-ish to play some games. It's a little bit weird because Halloween was yesterday, but it's November 1st and we're still at Fortnitemares, which I love because I'm going to miss it. But then there's the event later today, which I won't be able to do. I'm so sad. But my wife, I think you guys know, she had surgery a couple weeks ago, and she has her follow-up appointment this afternoon that I need to take her to. And it starts at 3 Pacific time, and the event's at 3:30 Pacific time, so I'm gonna miss the event, sadly. But we will be live tomorrow morning for the new season. What's up, Craig Todd? Good morning. Hello, welcome in. Cheech, good morning. Hello. If I already missed you. No, start the story over for Mainframe. Oh god. Yeah, Mainframe, watch the first hour of the VOD. I tell all the details about my background acting. So chat, there was 3 people. There's 3 people that have my number that I text with occasionally. And so I shared with them what I was doing for those gigs. I wasn't sure, like I shared that I had a gig being a background actor. I don't even think I said the name of the show if I remember right, but I wasn't sure what I was allowed to share and what I wasn't. You know, one, I don't want to get in trouble, not like in trouble to where I couldn't become a background actor again. I don't think they could sue me or anything. But I also don't want to find out. Anyway, so I had told them that that's why I was going to be missing stream, but they didn't know anything more than that. Until now. Now you all have all the information that I'm allowed to share, unless I think of some other random anecdote to tell you. Thank you for the follow, Samuel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning. Chat, if you haven't hit that follow button or that subscribe button on YouTube or those likes, I would appreciate it. But yeah, if you've never heard from somebody who's ever done background acting before, now you have. You can mark that off your bucket list. But it was super cool. It was super cool. I had a really super fun time. Lightning, good morning. Hello, welcome in. Chat, if I missed you, good morning, Ashley. I think I said hi, but I'm gonna say it again, just in case. If I missed saying hi to you, let me know and I'll be happy to say hi. Vertis, good morning. Hello, welcome in. Alvin, thank you for the prayers for my wife. She's doing all right. The surgery was necessary and was successful, but it's sort of a routine follow-up. Did I get anyone's autograph? No, I did not. In fact, that's probably one of the faux pas, like one of the things they tell you. So I did a bunch of like Googling, like what to expect as a background actor. What do you do? How do you know? What do you bring? Like I wanted to not be a complete noob. And one of the things that they constantly say is like, don't distract the actors. This is not the time to, you know, fangirl or to ask for autographs or try to get a selfie. Like, remember, this is a job. They're on a job too. So like they even tell you don't like make eye contact with them, not because it's rude or anything, but because they're like trying to maintain the headspace of their role and remember their lines and, you know, all this stuff. And they're not going to be able to do that if, you know, they're distracted by, you know, you staring at them or asking for their autograph or whatever. So did not do any interacting with any of the actors. You know, I'm a I try to be a professional kind of person when I'm working and recognize that they're working, and like all those tips and kind of like guidelines made sense to me. So no, sadly no. They did not style the beard. I thought, you know, when I mentioned this earlier that I would like I was told that I had to check in with makeup and hair in case they needed to do anything, and I was like, well, stupid. That's the only part I don't like this girls. I don't try to jump into the men. They just throw me in there. I thought that they might, you know, need to like, I don't know, put some frizzies or like, I don't know, some beard oil or whatever. But nope, they said they were happy with exactly how I looked both days. So I did not get any makeup or hair did. Imagine I said, hey Fuse, we're gonna need to shave the beard. There was one guy who wasn't like part of hair and makeup yesterday when we were like between when we were waiting for them to do a new camera setup. He had a pair of scissors because I think he was like clipping some strings off of somebody's costume to tidy it up a little bit. I feel like I want minis, but I also want to get more loot. I don't want to waste these splashes too early. And no chest in there. Dang it. Oh, so he had these scissors, and I made some comment that, oh yeah, so he had like this makeup, like he had been punched in the nose and he had tape over his nose, and I think he said something about being cold, and I was like, oh, isn't that tape keeping you warm? And he was like, he kind of looked at me and he was like, oh, I think we need to like, you know, trim up your beard some. And I was like, whoa, wait, whoa. And he's like, no, I'm just kidding. I was like, yeah, you are kidding. That's not gonna happen. It's sort of a funny little moment, but of course there was the reference to my beard. Oh, I also forgot to say, the first day, Monday, there was this one actor that he and I ended up standing next to each other, and he kind of looked over to me. He's like, that is a righteous beard. And I was like, it's not somebody I knew. I couldn't even like look them up and figure out their name. But because of obviously the context of the scene, I knew he was the main actor in that scene. I was like, oh, thanks a lot. I've been working on it for 12 years, so I hope it looks good. There's always somebody who has to mention the beard. But worth it. Ooh, wait, I never took my other mini. Haha, not distracted at all. What movie? It's a TV show called Criminal. that's going to be on Amazon Prime next in like March. So if you look up like Prime Criminal 2025, or yeah, if you look that up, you should be able to find the IMDb page and the Wikipedia page. What the? Hello? Yo, are you good? What was wrong with that bot, chat? What the? That bot was tripping. He was in like a trance. Went out too late to the EDM party last night or something. I don't know what the heck was that. Yeah, you found it? Let's go, W. Yeah, so Amelia Clark, Charlie Hunnam. There's some other ones that, as you look, they're more recognizable from my perspective. But I couldn't, I'm not remembering their name, and I didn't see them. The only one I saw and recognized, of course, was Amelia Clark. Which at first I didn't recognize her. Like in the scene on Monday, I didn't recognize her because I'm used to her look from Game of Thrones, where she's pretty white, pale, and she has blonde hair. But when she's not in Game of Thrones, she kind of looks more tannish or brownish, and has dark hair. And so when she was in the first scene on Monday, I didn't recognize her for like the first two camera setups, and then I started looking up the actors in the show. To see, the other actor who I knew was an actor. I was trying to figure out who that was. And let me get the splashes. Then when I saw Amelia Clark's photo, I was like, oh, I'm such an idiot. She's been there for these first two camera setups and I didn't even know that was her. Oh, it's super funny. But that happens. I don't know, Chad, if you guys have ever seen celebrities in real life, but they often don't, you don't recognize them IRL compared to when you see them. Sir? Bloom socks. Look here, bots. I'm busy. Who are you? Is there another one over there? Oh, there's no one behind me. Oh, come here. I'm not done fighting. Come here. I need your mats, brother. But yeah, sort of felt like an idiot. One, just because I was expecting her to look very different than how she actually looked. So it wasn't even just a matter of, they look a little different in person than they do on screen. But good times, good times. Am I going to live stream the event? No, Doom, I have an appointment for my wife that I have to take her to, so I will not be able to live stream the event, sadly. I hate missing events, especially since a lot of the events recently haven't been that great. And so people feel like this one's going to be better. So I'm sad about missing it, but it just is what it is. My wife definitely comes first. Especially, it's like a doctor's appointment. It's not like she wants me to, do the dishes or something. Go with the laundry, husband. That's not how it is. Oh, Giga Slayer. Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to have to remember that. Doom, it's a Giga Slayer. Giga Slayer, Doom. Got it. I am definitely excited. K-pop stan. Very excited. I can't wait for tomorrow. I really loved Chapter 2. Chapter 2 Season 2 was my absolute favorite season. So while that won't be what we launch with, I think we're launching with Chapter 2 Season 1 OG remix. I'm very excited. There's something happening over by Glenpool over here. But I need my billies. I'm going to be missing the billies, chat, man. We only have a few hours left of getting to use them. Nobody's accepted my thing yet. Ooh. Challenger found, Captain Kiernan. Even played Walk On and typed, oh no, Dave, I'm so sorry I missed you. Oh, I have my... Wait, did the book go off, chat? I had my sound down while I was telling the story, but I turned it back up. I'm so sorry. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm very distracted, if you can't tell. I want my baby back, Billies. Hi, Dave. Good morning. Hello. So sorry I didn't see you before. I'm very distracted. Oh, wait. On my Billy. This is a medallion Jimmy over here somewhere. Medallion Jimmy. I wish I had better movement. Well, shockwaves aren't too bad. I need to find where this guy is so I can throw my Oh, he's running away. Wait, hang on. Prioritize the thing that will cause you to explode if you don't prioritize it in the next 3.5 minutes. Hang on. I see you. Wait, don't. No, I need to eliminate him. If you eliminate him, I don't get all my goodies. More billies for me. Wait, what the? Oh, they're back here. I always forget that it drops your stuff on you. Just giving you a crud, bro. I know. But still, it matters to me. I appreciate you, Dave. I want you to know that. Sir? You good, sir? Did he just run away? Pretty sure he did, but I didn't. Like, I heard. I'm running back towards my billies. Come to me, my billies. I need you. This is very important. Oh, there's two people. Yo, fishy. Would you guys stop bouncing around like little rabbits? Bye, fishy.
Let's get married in Vegas. We don't need guest list. I don't wanna think too much. Let's get matching tattoos on.
Get wrecked by the 44-year-old content creator who's a background actor, baby. I suppose I should heal up, huh? It's time. Wonder what type of illness I need to catch in the next couple hours. Oh no. That stinks. Good luck to Jake though. Oh no. You subbed and asked the question. What's up, Craig? How's it going? Thank you for the sub. One game on and a win for me, so I'm done for the day. Hey, when I end on a win. Serious? That's the way to be, baby. Okay. Did we should have extra billies over there that I put underneath the cone. That wasn't my dying guy, right? No, there's one down here. Nobody even got the raft, bro. What are these kids selling for? No, man. I want my baby back billies. Okay, we got 2 shockwaves. I guess I'll keep those instead of taking the broom. Shockwaves are fun. Go get a car. Oh, we should see what loot that other guy dropped. In case he dropped some other shockwaves. Gotta buy 200. Why you gotta buy a $200 pair of running shoes? What the heckies? The 3-shotter. Let's get married in Vegas. We're reloaded. Okay. Good stuff. We could use 2 wide healths. Yo, wizard emojis in the chat. Let's go, Havar. Thank you so much. I love it. I love it so much. W. It's a little piece of... Isn't there like fruit here somewhere? There we go. That'll do. That'll do very well. Thank you for the follows on TikTok, baby. 42 followers. W. Oh, wait a second. Hold up. I forgot you can buy. I don't need no gold. I'll just buy extras. I don't even care if I get to carry him or not. I'm gonna be using my gold past the next hour anyway. Wait, well, we won't even have gold next season, will we, chat? During the Fortnite Chapter 2 OG. Alright, this guy's down here. He didn't go for the raft, so I'm thinking he's not gonna be that sweaty. Back it up, Terry. Back it up, Terry. Don't fall off the... No. I didn't want to jump out and fall to my death, so... GG's. Ah, let's just go. We gotta go fight this guy before it's just him and me. Let's get married, get married. Well, even just asking to promote your stream is self-promoting, my guy. That's how that works. Because you're telling people, hey, I'm a streamer. Is it okay if I tell you about the stream that I'm a streamer on? It's not going to be successful, so I encourage you not to do it, my guy. However, if you want to join my Discord, there is a self-promo channel. You're more than welcome to put it in there. That has no restrictions as far as, like, you don't have to be a sub. You don't have to be in the Discord very long. You just show up. Oh, he's over. Oh, he's getting gas. Okay, brother. Okay, brother. I got some billies with your name on it, brother. Oh, you want to drive around? I could drive around too. You want to shoot at the real person, by the way. Oops. Oh, your car blew up. Oh, there's another guy shooting at me. Why? Let's get married in Vegas. Come here, my little friend. He did run away. Ding dong, thank you for the follow. Wait for it. Oh, he's talking to the NPC. Can I get up here? Can I get up here right quick? I can. Can't see him. Come here, little fish man. But that's not the fish man. Oh, that's a different guy. Wait, did he kill the fish man? Oh, I think he did. Let's heal up just a little bit. Can I throw some billies over there? Oh, he died in the storm. Let's get married in Vegas. I got to wreck him. He died in storm because he didn't think about it too much. That song goes perfectly, doesn't it, chat? Who else? Who else is out here? No, there's some bots. But I feel like there must be somebody else real. W, thanks, Craig. I appreciate that. Can I tell you my Fortnite? I mean, you can tell it to me. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm not adding people right now, my guy. Just playing the solo. What the? Oh. Oh, man. I forgot I had this stupid silly medallion. Whee! Where are we going, chat? Jake is running cross country. Oh, for stay this weekend. I thought you were buying shoes for you. I was like, why do you need $200 running shoes? But that's not what you were saying. I understand now. Oh, rude. Rude of you to shoot at me. Very rude. Mm-hmm. Would you stop it? One v1. Hopefully V1 means that we won. Jake is running at State Farm? He is. How did you not know? Alright, 2 people left, chat. What for art thou peoples? I don't think I've seen other real people, but it doesn't mean they're not real. Sometimes they're just hiding in a tree or in a tunnel or underneath something they don't want me to know or see. We don't have the marking medallion because nobody got it. They just left it at the raft, man. We have one more Billy. They could just be hiding behind a tree, so we gotta watch out for that. They could be into the tunnel. Hello? They could be in the bushy bush. Anybody? Hello? Oops. Perfect 90s. Holy crap. Okay, maybe not quite perfect. Maybe not quite perfect. Oh, bro. I forgot about the whole going invisible thing. Is there any sky base? No sky base. Sad. Just what I expected. There's only 2 guys left. Don't worry, we don't have a command. What's up, Sir Alpha? Good morning. Hello, welcome in. Chat, why are you typing unknown? You can't get muted for saying unknown. You gotta type unk to get muted. I don't know why that's confusing. It's not the way it's supposed to be. But you can feel free to hit that follow button. I would love you forever. Hello. Please don't die in storm. I want to shoot you. I can't shoot you if I don't know where you are, though. Oops, forgot. While you're invisible, you cannot do that. Let's stop being invisible. Chat, are they just gonna die in storm? Or are they expert hiders along the ledge? Oh, I heard somebody's... Chat, didn't we just hear somebody's... crown? I feel like if they were bots, we would see them already, because they generally kind of just wander out in the open. But how are there 2 hiding? Oh, there's one. No, man. Haven't played in 3 days, chat, and we still hitting them #1 victory royales with crown on the first game on, baby. Let's go, chat. Hit that follow button, baby. Hit that subscription button, baby. Hit them likes, baby. Let's go. Not too shabby. Little 11 bombs. Jeez. W, chat. W. Literally, technically a one shot. True. Thank you, chat. Thank you. What's up, random bits? Good morning. Hello, welcome in. GG's excelente. All right, let's see. Stay classy, stay gold. Stay classy, go gold. Chapter 2 remix comes to Battle Royale on November 2nd, tomorrow. Rave Mellow's out the shop right now. We have the ESPN Football Island. Oh boy, horror summer break. Well, also exciting. A quest? Nah, I don't need to do the quest. I got all the things done that I could possibly do. Anything good in the shop, chat? I forgot we didn't even check. Rave Mellow. The Mellowverse bundle. We have Billy bundle with the Leatherface bundle. Michael Myers. What, Deadpool? Ghost Rider? Fish Stick? Champion of the Pitch? All the soccer stuff? Windwalker? Clean Groove? Dip emote? Nope. Nope. I was thinking, is that old school? Season 1, chat. If you don't have any Season 1 skins, you can get one right now. Just make sure you use code FUS in the Fortnite item shop. Hashtag Epic Partner. Carol G. 8,000 jam tracks. Bunch of different cars, some bundles. Nothing crazy, but nothing not crazy either. Meme Vivente, thank you for the follow on TikTok, baby. Sorry, Craig, I don't do gifts, my guy. Golden Kappa. Golden Kappa again. Oh, yeah, and Reload Solos. Man, that was clip worthy. Let's go, baby. Chad, if you ever want to grab a clip for me, I appreciate that. That helps me immensely. Immensely, chat. I promise. Craig coming in hot with all the W's. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate that. Oh, no, they don't need me today, and I finished all my work. Oh, that's so nice. That's a good Friday. So for Chris. Kappa Train, that's W's. We like golden Kappa trains. Chat, that's how you get a golden Kappa for 24 hours. If somebody gets oh, Ninja has a golden Kappa train right now. Sheesh. Chat, if you want a golden Kappa right now, you got to go to Ninja's stream, and then you got to donate 100 bits or 1 gifted sub, I believe. Something like that. Something like that. That'll make all the rules. Name a car for an edit. Whatever car you name, that's the car. A buggy. I name a buggy. You know, like they pull horse and carriage kind of buggy. That's the car I name for an edit. Oh, it's 500. Oh, yeah. Ninja's channel is 500 minimum. Hee, I forgot. But if you want a golden Kappa for 24 hours, if you want to flex it real fast, 500 biddies. Tell him Fusconed and Mr. Ovek sent you. What's up, FC Brexit? Good morning. Hello, welcome in. Pablo 36. Thank you for the follow on TikTok. W follow. I appreciate you, my guy. All right, we won one, chat. Can we win another one? Coming in hot. We hope so. Anybody Bueller? The keys to winning is to get the billies. After the billies are gone, there's no more winning. Wait, no, man. I want to keep winning, man. I'm serious. I'm gonna like big miss the billies, chat. I hope they come back every Fortnitemares. What in the heckies? What is this crazy? Oh, okay. We do have some shield we can take. That's good. These very good, very good. Maybe I'll order some food instead. That's a good idea too. Wait, instead of spending money on the Kappa or instead of making food? I didn't see the full context of what the situation was. Thank you for follow, MaxSebo3. Appreciate that. Let's go, baby. W follow. W. Absolute W. Yo, Luke with a follow on TikTok. Thank you so much, Luke. I appreciate you. Ooh, I can save the splashes and just use this big pot. Okay, we'll do it. I can also trade up to a hammer pump, but I'm not going to do that. Me and the hammer pump, we don't get along in case it's your first time here. Yo, LBU Con, thank you for the follow. Luke with the follow. Let's go. Appreciate it. W follows. We'll take this one instead. What other loot can we find while we're looking for our enemies? Anything else over here before we go get the billies? Bust open this pumpkin and see. I like that he has like nunchuck knives or whatever these are called. I don't want the AUG I have. I certainly don't want a worse AUG. Cat HR, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Oh, free billies. I don't even have to work for them. Sheesh. Shagging chat. Although I really don't want an AUG as my only spray weapon. Oh man. FC Madfoot, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Let's go. The speakers are laughing at me. We don't even have to try to go for Billy now, but we're gonna do it anyway. Oops. Billy. Ooh, fancy shotgun, sir. Fancy. Oh, okay. Wait. Just kidding. Ding dong. Thanks for the follow. Let's go, Leandro. I appreciate you. W follow. It's not working. What's not working? Just hit the follow button. That works just fine. Trust. I've done it many times. I followed many people. Both. I cannot gift Greg. I'm sorry. That's not what I do. I can gift you a hello and a happy November. Oh, I guess I could have gone up. Any other goated loot here? Ooh, shockwaves instead of... The splashes are good, but I also like the shockwaves. A gold close quarters, or we could take that blue gatekeeper. Liam with the wizard emojis. Let's go. W wizard emojis, my guy. Okay, we're gonna swap that for this. Another chest here hiding somewhere. Somewhere. Am I good at Fortnite? Thank you, Ghostface. I appreciate that. Sometimes yes, other times less yes. But I like to imagine in my head that I'm really, really good. Nobody came to Freaky Fields. I'm a little bit sad about that. They just don't know how good this POI is. Look at this guy's sad because nobody came. Poor sad pumpkin. I'm so sorry. This guy's happy. He's just a go-lucky kind of pumpkin. Go-lucky, love life kind of pumpkin. Wish there was a scope. Okay, we'll look a little bit more for a scope they are. That is not an AUG. And then we'll go track people down. Especially with our Billy Jigsaw puzzle. I am also good at Fortnite. You're something at Fortnite. Where'd he shoot from, chat? Where is he? Look here, P-boy. Bloom is gonna get me eliminated. I will never give up my freedom! No scope on that one either, man. Little buddy didn't have any. No, man. There's so many suspicious sounds in this POI. Skull skillet without the jokes. Ooh, upgrades and a scope. Okay, okay, I see you. Now we go get our jigsaw challenge. We go chase down these billies because they want to be chased down because they're billies. Do you want to play a game? I do want to play a game, man. I don't ever want to stop playing a game. I'm diluted in here. Alex PCH support you. Think with the follow. Welcome in. Oh, what the? Hey, sir. Okay, that bot did not do his job very properly. Ooh, this guy's coming. Restart your engine. Let's go. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, my guy. I need you to mantle. Okay, brother. Mantle. Thank you. I don't want to fight the bot. I want to fight the guy who has the potential to eliminate me. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he's over here. Bro, is this that same kid? Is he in another car? Shoot your doom ball at me, bro. Can't see anything? Can't. That was neat. My game screen actually just flashed, Chad. It didn't just freak out on you guys. It freaked out on me, too. How are your 90s? Well, your 90s ran away like that little kid in his car. Oh, somebody accepted my challenge. Rainmaker. Oh, Rainmaker's right over this way. Wait, how did you accept the challenge over there? There's no... These bots are cheating, man. They accept the challenge without going to a station. Alright, I'm burning a shockwave. Just to find this bot. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, man. I need to find him. Good morning. Hello. I'm really good. Thanks, Todd. I appreciate that. W, Todd. Oh, more shockwaves. Let's go. Wait, the bot is leaving me. No, man. We have to fight. I need my billies. And I need to not get eliminated by not fighting you. And I need to find this guy with the medallion. Oh, he's still over there? What the? Oh, he went to the bunker. I'm picking up what he's putting down. Come here, little bot buddy. How are you? I'm doing very well. Had a great fun time being a background actor earlier this week. And I was streaming today. Sadly, I'll miss the event, which I'm a little bit sad about. Naturally. Because I got to take my wife to a doctor's appointment. But otherwise, I'm chilling. Straight up chilling. Chat, why do you keep typing weird words that don't get you muted instead of typing the word that gets you muted? Hey, come here. Look here, bot. You just stand still, right? Nope, I said stand still. Bro, I try to predict the bullet drop. The bullet drop, and it goes over. There we go. And it goes over his head, then it makes me sad. Okay, where's my little car guy? Where did he go? Oh, he's still over there. Bro, is this guy just gonna rotate edge storm the entire game? Is he playing comp and I didn't know it? You're a walking HR violation. Oh boy, Dave, what the heckies, bro? Hey, Rick T in the house, playing the first part of the Fusconed rap. Your stomach, I know you feel it, don't you? At a bus, ain't no going back, told you. You the man, hold it down, here we go, soldier. What's up, Ring T? Good morning, hello, welcome in. Ring T, you're gonna have to watch the first hour of the VOD so you can hear what I was doing the 2 days I had to miss stream this week. This guy just gonna drive in his car his whole life. What's the point of getting the dying if you're just gonna drive away the whole time? Oh, we could go get a car and go chase him. Is that what we do, Chad? Do we go get a car and go chase this guy? I think it is. I think it is. I think what must be what it is. You get this car, I get in the better car where we win. And by we, I mean me. You don't win, I win. He's repairing this car now. Because I shot it up. Everybody's good at something. True. True. Craig, I'm your favorite streamer. That's a W, man. You don't like that I have a car now, do you? Oh, he has a new car. Every single time. Could you reload, please? Quick, switch into another car. If you don't want to get chased, don't get a medallion. I just need to wait till he flips it. Or until I flip mine. That's alright, we're playing Rocket Racing, brother. Let's go. I just need more ammo. He didn't actually double back that time? Whoops, that's crazy. It's a good thing you have this medallion that just lets me chase you everywhere because you're marked on the map at all times. Can you shout out my brother? He just had an operation. Hi, brother that had an operation. Well, that's not even him. Sir, did you think I wouldn't look to see if you were in the car? Thank you for the 1X roses. Bro thought. Thanks. Asians FC for the 1x. Asians FC for the 1x rose. For the 2x roses, excuse me. Chat, did he think that was gonna work? Like I was just gonna drive on by like he got out? I'm a little bit confused. Could you not shoot at me? I'm busy trying to heal. Sir, did you want to fight? Oh, there's another medallion coming too. No, man, I needed to hit him. I wanted to knock him out of the air, man. So the medallion guy's going to the island. We could go up there and throw some billies on his head. Hee hee. What's up, Distic? Good morning. Hello. Using the Furious. True. That's good comp. See, Chad Distic is so smart. Hey, Distic, I got to be a background actor 2 days this week. You should check out the first part of the VOD, my guy. What the? Oh, it didn't go fast enough. No, man. And it didn't let me place my armored walls. Unlucky. What's my favorite skin? I have too many skins to have favorites. I'm so sorry. Craig, there's too many. I really like Billy. I really like Bone Jammin'. I really like Ghost Rider. I really like Ghost Rider. There's so many. How about I rate the following screen? Career is crap. Crap screen, man. Look at this screen. This is garbage. Totally reshoot it. All right, we go again. Sandia, what's up? You're not muted because you haven't typed unk, bro. Do you chat? Not understand? Here, TikTok. Pay attention real close. You have to type the letters UNC. That's how you get muted for calling me unk. If you type unknown or shorten it to UNK, that doesn't mute me. If you type ung, which isn't a word, that doesn't mute you. If you don't type unk UNC, you don't get muted. It's so easy. What's up, David? That's also not unk. You're not getting muted. Unlucky. Owen with the follow. Let's go, baby. Thanks for the follow. The king with the wizard emojis. Let's go, W Wizard. Can I see my skins? There's a lot of them. You can see them exceedingly fast. There are a total of 837. Are you ready? We'll go slowly. UNC. Exactly. That's how you do it, Schlub. That's how you do it. L to that guy? Yeah, it was unlucky. When you get third party and then it doesn't place your armored wall, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, I think the 100 bits, Mr. Ovix, an hour ago while I was talking. I had turned down my alerts so that I was kept interrupting my train of thought for the TikTok gifts. My bad. Thanks so much. But you have the Borderlands skin. Ooh, ooh. I don't think I do. Pretty confident I don't. But I haven't seen you play Fortnite in a hot minute, Schlub. So if you have a skin but you don't use it, does it even count? It's like a tree that falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it. Doesn't make a sound? Do I have Raider? I have various Raiders. I do not have the infamous Renegade Raider. Sadly, I was not playing during that time. Sadly. Sadly. What's up, Smash? Good morning. Hello. All right, depending on how this game goes, it might have to be the last one before I have to go to my physical chat. We'll see how it goes. If I had a gas gun pump but immediately die, does that make a sound? Yes. Yes, I was there for it. 100% makes a sound. 100%. Chat, if you haven't hit that follow button, I would appreciate it. be an absolute W of you, or that subscription, that would be great, or to hit them likes. Any of those things are amazing on your part. What's up, Emoji Man? Hello. Yo, MHZ3ZYT with the wizard emojis. W, my guy, W. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow, Marty. Let's go, Marty, with the likes. Thank you. The sound of laughter. The sound of uncontrollable cackling. Holy. Oh, chat, that clip is infamous. We could even recreate it. We're going back to chapter 2. If that part of the map still exists. I can't remember. Bro, they had so many map changes in chapter 2. I can't even keep up. What was what? When it was what? You know what I'm saying? Oops. Wish to have full shield, but you can't get that from a bandage fuse. You must get it from the fizz in your other slot. This is how it works. I don't make the rules. I do throw around my ninja knives, though. Can we play together? I'm so sorry, Liam. I'm just playing solos, my guy. I'm a solo dolo kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Mantle? Mantle? Bro, Bonke with the follow. Let's go. Thanks so much. BONKE. Appreciate you. Thanks for the follow on TikTok, baby. Oh, man. There's not even any chests up there. What the heckies? Ho, ho, ho. Oh, yeah. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. Ding dong. Thank you for the follow, Riley CV. Soccer Riley, thank you for the follow. Please don't go. I'm so sorry. I have to go when it's time for my appointment, man. I can't not go. The doctor doesn't like that. They charge me money that I can't afford to pay. And we can't be having that. You know what I'm saying? Little bit of this, little bit of that. Any more chests? We opened that one, or somebody did. I think it was us, hopefully. Nothing in here. All right, do we go for our billies now, Chad? I think we do. Oh, wait, one more chest. One more chest. Just one more. I can stop anytime I want. What the Stark rifle? I'll be glad when those are gone. Those are garbage. The only T. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hello. Good morning. What do you do? Well, apparently that's because you didn't type Unk, brother. That's the only people that get muted is people that type Unk, but nobody's typing Unk, so they don't get muted. That's how it works. It's very clear explanation. I don't know how to make it more clear, my guy. He tried to come for me. What a silly man. What a silly man. Give me them billies. Oh, wait. Hang on. I hear somebody. We got him. We got him real fast. Real quick, like. Real dangerously. Still need a better AUG, though. Or I need a better AR, though. I know did not. Oh, wait a minute. I asked for it, and then I almost leave it behind. What the heck? Okay, so just watch the VOD. It seems really fitting that the shows are from Sons of Anarchy and Game of Thrones. That one doesn't have a scope. That one also doesn't have a scope. Man. Both shows that you currently look like you're already a character of. Congrats. Thanks. Yeah, sadly, we don't get to find out till something like March, give or take. Whether, you know, how much you can see me in the background, but I feel like the scenes that I was in and filmed, I was in good spots to be seen pretty well, so we will have to see. But it was very cool. It was a very cool experience. I love the Billy Bombs. Killed a squad in a bunker with 6 of them. Let's go, Dave W. That is, they are my favorite item. More Billies. Kind of conceal those there a little bit, pretend. Okay, let's go get our jigsaw challenge, and then let's go track down some kids. I hear shots to my left. Hello. Do you? Oh, I was like, where's my helmet? I do want to play a game. I just have to find my game players. Where was the shooting, chat? It was to the left somewhere. No, man. Give me my baby back car. I've come to search you down. Gotta love steel plates. If they place appropriately, yes. Can we play one time together? Maybe one day, Craig. Sometimes I will do community days where I play with other people. Get deleted, Peely man. And then give me your heals. Now, where did I leave my car? I'm notorious for misplacing it. Oh, there's a car. This guy just gonna run with my car like that? You're just going to run away with my car? Can't get your own car? Bro, where did it go? Sir? Not sure what your plan was there, Midas, but GG's. Unlucky. No, I have to skip on this one. We're chilling. Green Gatekeeper. Midas, if you're going to attack me and you're going to lose, at least bring me better weapons, bro. All right, let's go. Where's my car? He did abandon my car, but we go to repair it. Got work to do, dang. I wish I had work to do. What the? Oh, man, somebody blew up this gas station. No, man. I need to heal my car, man. All right, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. This guy's just getting it. The other two have been got. Yo, AJ Hub, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. This chat makes me want to throw up and delete TikTok. So sorry, Matty. Hello, my little man. Oh, you deleted. You got deleted. I'm so sorry. Wait, what about you, sir? Shotgun all the time. Okay, we have some extra billies over there, wherever that was. Oh, more billies. Oh my gosh, bro, we're hiding billies everywhere. Now I just need to find a place to use them. This guy's kind of close. He might be the marking medallion man. The marking medallion man. I've always dreamed of being a streamer. Well, all you gotta do is start a stream, bro. Oh, hello, sir. Where far art thou going? Oh, one shot Johnny, what the? Wait, when did... Oh, I forgot, I don't have shockwaves this time. You're getting shot in the back, sir. Oh, you backed up, sir. Oh, you're clawing away. But why? But why? We were fighting. It was a fair fight and everything. He must have like trauma from the Billy Bombs chat. I forgot that I didn't have shockwaves. I was sort of operating under the condition that I did. Your little Shuri claws can't catch up to me, sucker. Don't even try. You're just being a silly man. It's cute, but it's ineffective. Oop. He's just waiting for me to get marked again. Come on, sucker. Oh, he thought he was going to catch me again. That's cute. Come on, bro. Don't you remember we were playing Rocket Racing? He doesn't remember, chat. He doesn't remember. Unlucky for him. He's like, I will get you with my shearing claws, you and that stupid dog. Oh, wait, that's a Shaggy episode. Just kidding. My bad. You're not muted because you haven't typed Unk, brother. Do you not know how to type Unk? If you don't know how to type Unk, you got to type the wizard emoji. Not my fault. I don't make the rules. I just found that cranberry juice has helped your stream. Interesting. Oh, that guy's gonna want to shoot my car. You thinking of the 4X roses? Vert the cafe? Chad, I think we need to find some non-chainsaw movement. Chainsaw's good if you're just rotating, but if you're fighting somebody, it's not so good. Not so good. 1X Rose, think of the Bird Cafe, 1X Rose? Wait, think of the 1X Rose Bird Cafe. Yeah, let's do another Billy challenge.
Hello.
I need, oh, hey. Would you stop shooting me? I'm busy. Oh man, you were supposed to have 6 shockwaves for me. 6X Rose. Oh, you know, we could go back and get that broom. That would be better than nothing. Thank you so much for the 6X Rose, chat. Look at the 55 followers. W, thank you for the follows. I appreciate you. David, Danny, y'all, VDB, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hello, good morning, W. Somehow there's a way to get out of here. I've done it before. But I want to do it in the general direction of a car. Because we could go back and get that one broom from that one Billy challenge I did. That would be W's. Ooh, actually some free loot up here real quick. Hold up. Hold up, wait a minute. Oh, more Billies. That is perfect. Oh, this guy had the special gun. And he died. Unlucky for him. We've got a 4-pronged strategy, chat. First of all, we're gonna hire this lady. I got all the money in the world, baby. Get in. We have plans. Second of all, we're gonna avoid Storm. Third of all, we're gonna have Billy's. Fourth of all, we're gonna have Shuri Claws, which is better. Angry Roommate 10. I have 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes. We got this, trust. Welcome, Patrick 1. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hello, good morning. Yo, Lezo Bits, good morning. Lezo Bits, you gotta go to the start of the VOD and watch the first hour. I talk all about how I got to be a background actor in a TV show this week. Oh, he died. That didn't take very long at all. Ooh. We got a lot going on here. Bro is running around all crazy. Oop, I didn't actually mean to go up there. I forgot about her. The one other guy left. The first guy that was here. Trying to get him to go to my billies. Yeah, see, that guy's trying to third party. I ain't finna let it happen. Oh, shoot. Okay, I didn't expect that move. No! Dang it. I didn't expect the move for him to pause in the air right there. I thought he was going to throw right down and I was going to box him. But unlucky it didn't work. You missed the entire stream because of work? No, man. But that just means you can watch the VOD, Ford Bronco, because I have to end anyway. I got to go to my doctor's appointment. So Ford Bronco, make sure you check out the beginning of the stream if you didn't hear all the details about being a background actor. Trust. Lawsy, what the heck is... I'm sorry, I didn't get another background extra geek today. Slawsy, I'm sorry, I'm here. Chad, thank you for the follows. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the wizard emojis outpacing the attempts to type unk, which people don't know how to type unk. That's crazy. Maybe you guys will learn how to type unk after you learn how to type the wizard emoji. Minions, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Chad, thanks for the GGs. We did win our first game on. We talked for the first hour of the stream, giving you all the details about being a background actor. I don't know why I keep calling it background extra. Thank you for the follows. Let's go. Maddie, thank you for the follow. DDD, 215, thank you for the follow. Ronald, thank you for the follow. And we played 3 games, chat. We won the first one with 11 elims, and then we got 5th place in the next 2. Each of them with 7 elims. That's actually kind of crazy that it was a little bit consistent like that. I always watch the VODs. I missed most of the story earlier, so I definitely will. Let's go, W. Matsky over on the Twitch. Saving yourself. All right, chat. Let's see if we can find somebody to send the raid over to, because I have to go to a physical... TikTok, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. We'll be back for the brand new season as soon as the servers go live tomorrow morning, so make sure you don't miss it. The wizard, this guy right here with the glorious beard, will be here to walk you through everything you need to know in Chapter 2 Remix. But thank you for hanging out. I do appreciate you, TikTok. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you spam them likes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube and then the follow button on Twitch and all the other ways you can support me. Mad energy, chat. Mad energy. TikTok, YouTube. We'll see you later. And Twitch, hang on a second. We're going to raid somebody.